Hi everyone, I'm Miss McCausland and welcome to HMc Draw With Me. In this nugget, I want to give you a few tips on how to draw circles. My students quite frequently tell me that they can't draw circles and it's a real barrier to them being able to draw other things. So here's some quick helpful tips on how to draw circles. These nuggets are shorter than my full-length detailed sessions. So if you're enjoying this, come and join me on my YouTube channel, subscribe to know when my next video is out, and click on the links below to follow me for more on Instagram and Twitter. All resources are on my website, heathermccausland.com, and I will use equipment that you have in your house already. So you will need for this session a pencil, a sharpener, a rubber, and some white paper. Pause the video till you're ready, and then let's get started drawing. So when people draw circles, they tell me that they just can't do it and refuse to even try sometimes. And actually, they're not as hard as we think they are. And one of the ways that you can draw a circle is by using your motor memory. So that's the first thing that I want you to try and do on your page today. So I'm going to try and learn with that motor memory. Now, motor memory is where you use your hand and you let your wrist and your hand, as the extension of your body, learn that shape in the air. So you could find something circular or draw around something circular, and like so. And we draw it in the air, concentrating. I shouldn't really be speaking whilst I do this. Learning it, the full circle, and then when I'm ready, I can draw it on, like so. Now you'll notice it wasn't just one line, I did lots of light lines over each other. Because I was hesitant, I wasn't confident yet that I got it in the right place. Once I've done that, then I can start to draw in more detail. Once you've learnt it with your motor memory, you can actually draw it any size you want. So that first activity, I want you to try and draw some on the page. Like so. Let them go over the top of each other, like so. I could shrink it down a little bit, if that helps me. Draw a circle like that. Practice in the air above first, and then draw on like so. Lots of rough circles there. So that's the first technique. That's what I call the motor memory technique. Now, that might be still feeling a little bit too hard. What we can then do is use our motor memory to draw a box. And we can draw a box like so. So the second one is what I call the box technique. And we draw a box. Now I don't want you to use a ruler for this. Draw it freehand. I'm going to draw a box like so. And then I'm going to find the halfway point of each one of these boxes. Like so. We're still using the motor memory, but it's going to guide us here. And what I'm then going to do is practice in the air, and then when I'm ready, draw that first quarter on. I'm then going to do the same again here, and then again here, and then again here. Then what I can do is rub out the box, and I've got myself a circle. And the great thing about that is that it's just one step behind that technique. So if you do this a few times with a few boxes, finding that halfway, finding that halfway. So if you do that with a few boxes, then you'll be very soon practiced enough with that motor memory technique. It's like learning a bike. You can't unlearn it. Once you've done that, you'll find that actually you get a little bit quicker and you can draw circles. Even if you make them look a little bit flat, more like a diamond like that, you'll instantly be able to recognise it. Practice and curve those shapes a little bit more. Like so. And then I can rub all of that out really lightly. And then I can practice my motor memory over the top and draw the full circle. So practice a few of them. You could even do some ovals. And by doing ovals, so you draw a rectangle instead, and you can draw out like that. You've got yourself an oval. And a lot of the drawing techniques that I use involve lots of sausages, sausage shapes. Like when you draw a person, you use sausages. When you draw faces, you use sausages. You use a lot of sausage technique for a lot of things that I draw. So as soon as you've got the hang of this, then we're all good. And you're ready to progress to other things. So once you've done that and you've tried the box technique, you write the box technique, then I challenge you to fill the page with lots of lovely circles, like so. Do some ovals, all crossing over each other. Fill that page, some big, some small, remembering that the more you do this, the better you get. Some really small ones down here, like bubbles. And then you can decide what you want to do with that page. I think it looks lovely like it is, but what I could do is I could get a pen. I could do some of these much bolder. I could use B pencils and make some of them really dark with B pencils, or I could colour them in. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and get some colours and I'm going to start colouring these in. I'll be back in a second. Right, I'm back with some colours. I've got a load of different colours here, and I think this is a lovely opportunity to do a little bit of blending and a little bit of colouring in. So it's a really nice way to relax. So I'm going to lighten all of this up. I'm going to leave the box technique and motor memory on there so it reminds me forevermore how I did this page. And I'm going to speed the video up now so you can see and fast forward what I've created, and I'll see you at the end. What a lovely relaxing activity that was, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. Things that I'd like you to notice that I was doing there whilst I was shading that in was that I was enjoying the block shading, so shading within the lines, and that was something I was enjoying and practicing. Something else I was practicing was the blending of colours, so to see what two colours look like next to each other. As I built in confidence with the way I was drawing the circles, I also learned how to draw them lightly and then press over the top so it looks like one is on top of the other one. I hope you tried that too. I've given it a title so that I can always remember that this is the page where I practiced my circle technique. Remember, practice makes perfect, and the more you do something, the better you get, and you will never ever be worse at that skill again. You will always get better. So I hope you've enjoyed drawing with me today. Relax and goodbye.